Greetings and welcome. This is another daily episode of Unconscious Brother. And I had something that was on my mind that I wanted to share. In the 2020s, 2022, the 21st century, let's put it that way. Within the 21st century, where are we going as a people? Are we constantly improving? Are these improvements beneficial? Is there an end goal in mind? Right? And I say that because simply I find more and more people so in tune, so engulfed in their technology and their phones and their false sense of social reality that we are almost neglecting what's actually real. And I said it that way because part of me wanted it not to believe that people aren't actually accepting reality. And reality thing is important. It's who you are. It's real. Mind-boggling. Anyway, the topic of this discussion is evolving or devolving, because I'd like to know, based on current events, things happening in society, how our younger generations are matriculating and or grasping this information, digesting it, and then using it or applying it for their own personal growth. Not to get all like psychology on you and shit, but it's a real topic to me, and I'm trying to figure out if anyone else is even concerned. I remember growing up, we used to always like go outside and play and have fun. Now I'm pretty sure that varies from age group, maybe even varies from locations on the map or wherever you are in the world. Definitely would varies on sex, because not all girls were out being tomboys, climbing trees, playing footballs with the guys, right? However, we had something to engaging, something engaging that was more than just video games. And I say that now because even I enjoy a video game, right? Even in my adult years, I've enjoyed a video game. Even in my youth, I've enjoyed video games. So, that's not my concern. Video games are fun. My concern is, it seems like people are more into playing games, playing on their phones, being in social media. Pardon me, I hit my mic. It's almost like they're not even actually interacting with people face to face. And wouldn't even want to blame it on the coronavirus, because it's been like this for a while. People are not actually engaging in one another. It's either, hey, let's go play this game, or hey, you want to hang out? Next thing you know, there's two, maybe more people in the room, all on their damn cell phones, all sharing the same post, all looking at the same image. Or you'll find people all going out to an event and they all have their phones in their hands recording the same event. Like, people, let one motherfucker be appointed to do all this shit, and everyone else enjoy themselves. Everyone's like become some sort of attention-seeking news reporter guru. Yeah, check out my Snapchat. Check out my timeline. It's the same thing that's on all my friends' timeline. I mean, we didn't have enough sense to just tag each other on it. We had to all show that we were there, even though you could have seen if everyone just put the phones away and one person recorded it. I know. It's just, to me, perhaps it's just me. I want to know, do we even ask people or children, what do they want to be in 5 years? What do they want to be when they grow up? Like, is there any way to just dissect the false sense of reality away? And I'm only concerned about this because, again, when you're dealing with someone who's already been living, or who've already done things for themselves, or who has already interacted with society for a few decades of their life, then they already have an understanding of what they want, what they don't want, right? Even though there's still always room to grow, right? But when you're talking about someone who is still in that maturing stage in life that starts off with just technology, social media, video games, no interaction, it almost forces them not to be challenged to think outside the box, to do something different, right? And am I the only one concerned about this? Is this truly an issue for other people? Let me rephrase that, because I can see someone responding to that in a very selfish manner, right? My children are good. My kids are good, right? And that's the beginning of the bullshit, right? Because your children are interacting with these children and they are influencing each other, and they're also being influenced by social media. So you have to start thinking more wiser than that, right? In my opinion. Is it okay, and this is a question, is it okay to allow people to engulf is not a word, to engage more into social media things, video game type things? Or is it more important to get back to that basic structure of interacting, right? Going out places, volunteering places, doing after school activities, hell, even disciplining children, right? I feel like just taking away the discipline of children has impacted society drastically in ways that no one has even thought to focus on, right? Well, if they have, I have not known about it, right? If you just go back to focusing on disciplining children, now mind you, discipline, not abuse, two different things, right? Someone goes out and do something ridiculous, you give them the understanding of this is what happens when you do this, right? Not come home from a hard day of work, see your son or daughter and slap the dog shit out of them because you're having a bad day. No, that's abuse, right? That's completely different. We're talking about your child set something on fire in the home, right? You give them, hey, this is what you did, this is what's going to happen, cause and effect, right? Alleviates, takes away all the unnecessary thought of what if. Is my child prepared for life? Would they do something as heinous as such and such, who clearly does things that I do not approve of, right? I'm not speaking of anyone in general, I'm just giving out examples, right? This is just something to think about. Just think about it for a second. Are we evolving or devolving as a society? Hmm? When is the last time you reached out to a family member, grandma, auntie, uncle, niece, or nephew, not through social media, actually visiting this person, going out to do something with no electronics in sight? Think about it. Okay. Now, back to the youth, because to me the youth is important. Again, if you've already lived a few decades of your life, you've already made the decision of what you want to do. Now, I've already come to grasp that a lot of adults have accepted the fact that they aren't going to go but so far in life, right? This is why we're going to focus on the children. Because doesn't even need the explanation, right? What is the whole point of reproducing or having children if you're not going to inspire them to do better than what you are? Which again, I feel like some structures are in place. Those structures are, again, I'll repeat, there has to be some form of discipline. Discipline is different from abuse. Let's clear that out now. There has to be some way of interacting with the society outside of social media and video games. That's number two. Number three, it's number two and one all together. Like, just interact with them, right? Like, challenge their brain, get them to do something, inspire them, ask them what are their plans for the future. Of course, you may hear something ridiculous: astronaut, firefighter, baker, I want to be a pony, like, whatever. Just get those creative brains and juices going before you realize in 3 generations from now we just spent 30 years on the planet just like sharing, subscribing things. Come on. I mean, if we truly are the intelligent life form, we have to do something that's meaningful. Not just for ourselves, for others. Right? I could be wrong, but I hope I'm right. That's it for now. I'll leave you with that. Are we evolving and or devolving as a society? This is Unconscious Brother coming to you again. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, whatever. Just get the message out there, man. Alright? Can't no one stop you but you. Keep that in mind. Peace.